What if I told you that the richest people in the world are swimming in debt? And that's exactly why they're rich. Most people spend their entire lives trying to get out of debt, but the wealthy, they're out here borrowing millions on purpose. And nobody ever taught you the difference between the debt that destroys you and the debt that builds empires. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see money in a completely different way. Part 1, the debt they want you to have. Why your debt keeps you poor. Let's start with something uncomfortable. You've been in debt before. Maybe you still are. Credit card bills, a car loan. Buy now, pay later on something you didn't really need. And every single month, a piece of your paycheck just disappears. Gone before you even see it. That's not an accident. The system was built so that your debt makes them richer. When you swipe that credit card, you're not just buying something. You're selling a piece of your future income to a bank. At 20%, sometimes 30% interest, you work for money, and then your money works for someone else. Here's what nobody tells you in school. There are 2 types of debt: consumer debt and productive debt. Consumer debt is what most people have. It buys things that go down in value. Your phone, your car, that vacation you're still paying off. This debt takes money out of your pocket every month. Productive debt, and this is where it gets interesting, actually puts money into your pocket. But you've probably never been taught how that works. And honestly, that's not a coincidence. Ask yourself this: why does school teach you how to be a good employee, but never how to think like an owner? Hold that thought. We'll come back to it. Let me tell you about a guy named Robert. Robert owns a building worth $1 million, but he didn't use his own money to buy it. He went to a bank, put down $200,000, and borrowed the other $800,000. Now, tenants in that building pay him $7,000 a month in rent. After mortgage payments and expenses, he pockets $2,500 every single month in profit on money that wasn't even his. That's not magic, that's leverage. The rich don't just save money, they use other people's money to buy assets that generate income, and then that income pays back the debt and more. Meanwhile, the asset grows in value. So Robert's building might be worth $1.3 million in 5 years. He made money while he slept with borrowed money. Now here's the part that will really blow your mind. The ultra wealthy, we're talking billionaires, they don't even sell their assets to spend money, because selling means paying taxes. Instead, they borrow against their assets. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they take out loans using their stock as collateral. The loan isn't income, so it's not taxed. They live off borrowed money, the asset keeps growing, and they pay little to nothing in income tax. This is called buy, borrow, die. Buy assets, borrow against them, and when they die, the tax bill disappears for their heirs. You're not supposed to know this, and here's the question I want you to sit with. If borrowing is so dangerous, why do the smartest financial minds in the world use it every single day? The answer isn't that debt is good or bad. The answer is that direction matters. Direction of cash flow. Is money coming in because of this debt or going out? Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's great for rich people. They already have money to invest. But keep watching, because the gap between where you are and where they are is smaller than you think. And it starts with one shift in how you see debt. Part 3, the mindset switch that changes everything. Why you were taught to fear the wrong thing. Here's a relatable moment. Most of us grew up hearing, don't go into debt, save your money, live within your means. And that's not wrong advice, but it's incomplete advice. It's advice designed to keep you safe, not to make you wealthy. Fear of debt keeps people renting forever because they're scared of a mortgage. It keeps brilliant people stuck in jobs they hate because the idea of borrowing to build something feels irresponsible. The mindset shift is this: stop asking, how do I get out of debt? And start asking, what kind of debt can make me money? That is a completely different question, and it leads to completely different decisions. The principle is simple. If the thing you're borrowing for earns more than what the debt costs you, it's a tool. If it earns less, it's a trap. A rental property that earns 8% while your mortgage costs you 6%? Tool. A car loan at 15% interest for a car you drive to work? Trap. Part 4, what you can actually do. Starting now. Step 1 is just awareness. Look at every debt you have right now and ask, is this debt making me money or costing me money? Most people have never done this audit. Step 2 is elimination with strategy. Pay off your consumer debt first, especially high-interest credit cards. Not because debt is evil, but because that debt has a negative return. It's the worst investment you own. Step 3, and this is the long game. Start learning what productive assets look like in your world. Maybe it's a small rental unit. Maybe it's buying a simple online business. The point is, start studying assets the way you study your phone bill. Know what goes in, what comes out. The rich aren't smarter than you, they just learned different rules, and now you know those rules too. Here's the truth nobody says out loud. The financial system has two instruction manuals. One is handed to regular people. Work hard, save money, avoid debt, retire at 65. The other one is used by the wealthy. Build assets, use leverage, let money work while you sleep. You've just read a page from the second manual. The one action I want you to take today is simple. Write down every debt you have and label it, tool or trap. That one exercise will show you exactly where you stand and exactly where to begin. Because the real question isn't whether you'll use debt in your life. You already are. The only question is, whose future is it building?